Peter Jackson's The Lord of the Rings trilogy is filled with jaw-dropping battles, stirring dialogue, and unforgettable characters, but it's often the quiet, emotional moments that resonate the most. One of the final and most intense scenes in The Return of the King, when Sam desperately reaches out to save Frodo from the fiery depths of Mount Doom, serves not only as a powerful climax to their perilous journey, but also as a subtle, beautiful callback to a quiet scene from the Fellowship of the Ring. It's a moment that many viewers missed, but once recognized, it encapsulates the emotional arc of Frodo and Sam like nothing else in the trilogy. The Crack of Doom, Frodo's last stand. After 3 films worth of hardship, betrayal, and inner turmoil, Frodo Baggins reaches the very heart of Mordor in The Return of the King. Inside the fiery chamber of Mount Doom, he hesitates at the edge of the abyss. After finally destroying the One Ring, thanks in part to Gollum's greed and a violent struggle, Frodo teeters on the brink of death, barely hanging on by a bloodied hand. The ring is gone, but Frodo, physically broken and emotionally drained, appears ready to follow it into the flames. Then comes Sam. His voice cuts through the chaos. "Don't you let go. Don't let go. Reach." In that moment, Frodo, despite just losing a finger and nearly his life, musters the strength to reach out and grasp Sam's arm. With blood, sweat, and sheer willpower, Sam hauls Frodo to safety. The scene is raw and filled with desperation, but it also underscores the unshakable bond between the two hobbits, a bond forged through every hardship they've faced since leaving the Shire. A callback 2 films in the making. What many fans may not realize is that this Mount Doom rescue mirrors an earlier moment from the Fellowship of the Ring. Back then, Frodo was leaving the Fellowship behind to finish the journey alone. As he rowed across the River Anduin, Sam refused to be left behind and waded into the water after him. Even though he couldn't swim, Sam quickly sank, and just when it seemed he'd drown, Frodo plunged his arm into the water to save him. The resulting image, a close-up of Sam's hand reaching up and Frodo's hand reaching down, perfectly foreshadowed their later reversal in The Return of the King. The 2 moments are shot in strikingly similar fashion, with a close focus on the hands and no dialogue, letting the swelling score carry the emotion. This wasn't a coincidence. These visual parallels bookend the most important arc in The Lord of the Rings, the journey of Frodo and Sam from companions to unbreakable brothers-in-arms. In the beginning, Frodo saved Sam. In the end, Sam returned the favor. Light and darkness. Symbolism in cinematography. Beyond their mirrored structure, these 2 scenes also contrast in tone and setting, adding layers of meaning. In Fellowship, Sam's near drowning is tense, but it's bathed in golden sunlight filtering through crystal-clear water. The camera is steady. The mood, though emotional, remains hopeful. It's the beginning of their solo quest, when danger is still abstract and the pair have only just begun to understand what lies ahead. In Return of the King, the opposite is true. The air is thick with smoke and ash. Frodo's bloodied fingers cling to the jagged rock. The camera shakes as Mount Doom crumbles. It's the end of everything. That same act of reaching out becomes an act of salvation, not just for Frodo, but for all of Middle-earth. It's no longer symbolic, it's life or death. Why this matters for the trilogy as a whole. This visual and emotional callback quietly completes the circle of Frodo and Sam's journey. Their relationship isn't just a subplot, it's the emotional backbone of The Lord of the Rings. Without each other, neither would have made it. The mirrored rescue scenes prove this. It's Sam's unwavering loyalty that keeps Frodo from falling, literally and figuratively. Moreover, these subtle connections reflect the brilliance of Jackson's adaptation. Instead of relying on heavy exposition or overt emotional cues, the films use visual storytelling to show the evolution of their characters. When viewed in sequence, these bookend moments deepen our understanding of their bond and make the ending of the trilogy feel earned and complete. Final thoughts, a hidden gem in plain sight. For all the battles, kings, wizards, and ancient prophecies, The Lord of the Rings is ultimately about 2 small hobbits walking into hell to save the world, and walking out again because of each other. The mirrored rescue scenes from The Fellowship of the Ring and The Return of the King are a masterclass in cinematic storytelling, offering fans who pay close attention a poetic payoff to a relationship that anchors the entire trilogy. So the next time you revisit Middle-earth, watch closely. Sometimes, the most powerful moments are the quietest ones, hidden in outstretched hands, desperate pleas, and the unbreakable will to not let go.